Hello children, how are you today? Welcome to How to Do an Outside Arm with Neil from FaceliftInteriors. Right, so on a serious note, this is going to be detailed how to fit an outside arm onto a sofa or a chair. Right, so this is what the arm looks like from underneath. So what I'm going to do is make sure they're all nice and flat, those staples. So what goes on first is your outside arm. See, I've marked it top. Outside arm. That goes on first. I'm going to lay that nice and flat along there. Make sure I've got enough, because obviously you think you've got enough here, but then this arm curves out here at the front. So right, basically you've got a rail along here, a bit of wood. So you want to make sure that you staple about ½ inch away from the edge. You can go further if you want. I'm actually going to go a little bit further. Make sure you've got enough at the front to come up to this curve. Staples in. So right here where the wood meets, you're going to have to nip it. You have to nip here so you don't get gathery. Nip there, nip here. Couple there, one there. So what goes on next is your back tack. So I'm not going to come along here. I'm going to do a separate piece for there, because that's where the fabric turns. Because this is flat and this is that way, obviously. So cut it long enough to go in between the wooden rails. When you're stapling on cardboard like this, or back tack, try and stick close to the edge that's folding, because obviously you want to pull this quite hard to give you a nice straight clean edge. And when we're doing an outside arm, we want it to be firm, tight. We don't want no bagginess. That's why we put an extra layer of fabric, make sure that there's no sagginess or anything like that. We want it nice and firm, proper quality. So make sure you staple quite close to the edge. And I've run out of staples again. God damn! Hello again. Keep going. Always check. Once you've done that, make sure there's no staples showing, because sometimes there is, sometimes you've come too far over the rail. So that's pretty good to me. I'm also going to cut off a little strip to go there. Right, so that's the cardboard strip on. So you're gonna come over here. Look out, man. Looking at you coming in. It's called karate, man. Comment if you recognise that impression and what film it's from. Legendary film. Absolutely bloody legendary. Right, so this is metal gripper. So this is where you staple into, and then the fabric catches on these little, like floor gripper really, and then it folds over. But it is a bit of a shite. It's a little bit of a pain, so I might get the camera in a minute and show you a bit of a close-up. Sorry, this is going to be really difficult on my own. See what I'm doing here? I'm stapling. Ignore that one, it's a bit loose. Close. So this is going to go, watch what I do here. I'm going to push that over now and get a staple in there. Boom. So I'm going to follow that all the way up, and that is how you staple on metal gripper. Then once you've stapled it all on, you want to fold it so it's about 75% down, maybe 80%, and I'll show you why in a minute. Sometimes you have to put a couple extra in. When you fold it over, the whole thing tends to fold. Sometimes you have to put a couple extra in. Oh, I also forgot to show you these guard snips. Perfect for this stuff, because these will ruin scissors like you wouldn't believe. God, look at how grey my beard is. I'm only 36. Hair definitely needs a trim. I think everyone does at the moment. Oh my God. I'll just cut that off and it leaves a bit of a sharp edge, so I always take that edge off. Ah, like so. Right, so now I'm gonna fold this down. Right, that needs an extra staple in the top, because right, so yes, exactly what I'm talking about, mate. And spot on, Biffin.
So I managed to lose a whole chunk of footage. I do apologise for that. So we're just onto the other arm, just to explain what I'm doing here. And then we'll go back to the other arm. So what I'm doing is here, I'm putting on a lining fabric to make it nice and strong. Cutting off all the excess fabric around the edges, but that is literally just to make it strong. So if anyone pushes in, you've got a nice strong body of fabric there. So nothing's going to make it all baggy and saggy. It's really strong. Then we glue on some Dacron. And we also staple it as well along the edge so it doesn't move. So as you can see, I'm stapling along on the cardboard. And then I pull it up. And you cut it about 1 centimetre away from the edge of the metal gripper, because you want that Dacron to go into the metal gripper to stop it from cutting through the fabric, because the metal gripper can be quite sharp. So now I'm pulling the fabric up, stapling it off so it's nice and tight, front and back. And then I'll start working down the front with the grip. As you can see, I'm using my regulator to push the fabric in. So I can make sure that my fabric's exactly where I want it. Then I can push the regulator even tighter and sort of use the spike of the regulator to mark the fabric, and then you know where you got cut from.
Right, so hopefully haven't lost too much of that. We didn't miss too much of that. So at the moment I've cut the fabric away. Now I'm rolling it round onto the gripper, making sure it's nice and tight, and I'm pushing down. So again, using my regulator to mark the fabric, and I can cut along that line that I've marked. I know that that is bang on then. So I roll my fingers, use my fingers to push the fabric round onto the gripper, and then push down once I know it's got a good grip and it's nice and tight. Do not push down if it is not tight enough, because it'd be a nightmare. And once you hammer this down, it's down. Like you can get it back up, but it takes a lot of experience to be able to get it back up. These little gripper things, the little nail things, they're hammered down. Once they're hammered down, they're down. So if you lift them up again, it's a nightmare to get it all sitting right again. So I'm going to hammer this down now, and then I'm going to pull the rest of it out, fix it off. So I'm going to start hammering this down. You do need something quite heavy to hammer this down. It's down. Ain't so easy to get back up. Right, now that is all done, I'm going to pull up this way. Nice and tight. Staple along. Make sure you pull nice and tight. You want a nice tight quality bit of upholstery. You don't want saggy and baggy and horrible. Now I'm at the back, I'm going to pull round, pull all the excess out, pull all the looseness out, and staple up. Now that's some high quality H2O. Cut that away, excess fabric, cut away the excess fabric, yeah. Get rid of all your loose threads. That is quality. Solid, padded, no sagginess here. We don't cut no corners, no? Thanks for watching.